Welcome, SofTappers!
Today we are happy to announce our new iconic SofTap pigment line.
We're really excited about these new pigments. We've been developing them for over 5 years now, and we've been testing them for around 2 years.
With different artists from around the world.
A lot of time has gone into these. We really wanted to make sure we put something on the market that we felt comfortable with and that our artists were really gonna love. And clients too, because we've been hearing a lot from clients on their results over time, and we wanted to take what they've said and enhance our pigments to make them really awesome.
We developed a new pigment line at SofTap, and we did this because we kept hearing about clients coming back with grays or reds from other places that they weren't happy with. And we decided, you know, we have the experience, we have the know-how, we can make this better.
Over 35 years we've been in business, if you can believe that at this point. So we've seen a lot over time now. The microblading craze, I think there are a lot of pigments that came onto the scene, and we've seen a lot of them that have the carbon in them, and that's something that we've seen over time now has not
hasn't aged.
Hasn't aged well.
Unfortunately. We have developed something really, really positive, and we think you're really going to enjoy it, and we're going to tell you all about it today.
We're so excited.
We worked with scientists, we worked with industry experts, and we worked with permanent makeup artists, the people who are actually going to be using the colors. And we tested them out on real clients, clinical trials, both at our facility and at professional facilities around the world to come up with the absolute perfect formula.
This new formula, it really gives the best results for a natural look, a soft look, for the entire journey of your permanent makeup.
It's very stable, so when you have your eyebrows done for the first time, they look beautiful. They don't need to be modified. They look great right out of the gate. 2 or 3 weeks later, they still look great.
Yeah, it doesn't stop there. And even beyond that.
Yes. A few months later, they look great, and a few years later, they look great too.
Yeah.
No shift in color as far as we have seen in our trials. They are fantastic.
We get asked a lot if our pigments are organic or inorganic, and just like our classic SofTap pigments, these new iconic SofTap pigments are inorganic pigments. That means that they don't contain any dyes and they don't contain any carbon.
So why did we decide to not put carbon black in our pigments? Because it's really, really permanent. It stays for a really long time and you never have to get it touched up. The truth is we did experiment with it a little bit, and we really didn't like the results or the usability of pigments that contained these, because they could come back with something a little bit blobby, a little bit blown out, a little bit or a lot ashy, and very difficult to remove.
I think chasing the permanence was getting a little out of hand with the carbon, and people were seeing that it really stayed, and they were like, oh, I really want it to stay. But the long-term results, you don't want that to stay.
Even artists, we're imperfect, or maybe we're waking up and we're thinking about something else that day, and we put one hair stroke that's like slightly too far out. And if you have a pigment that does not have any forgiveness factor, you're doomed to removal, and the removal may not work, and your client may have to go through unnecessary expense, and there's no wiggle room.
Even the clients are imperfect too, because sometimes they think they really want a style or their eyebrows to look a certain way, and you do it for them, and then a year or two later they're like, man, what was I thinking, you know? So we really, really want that forgiveness in our pigments.
So how often do they come back?
We usually see people come back every 2 to 3 years. The color kind of fades down a little bit. We've seen pretty good retention still.
I've still seen hair strokes very clear at 2 years, and that's been really nice to see.
Yeah.
They're not like perfectly clear, which is nice, because I don't know about you, but I want to see my clients back. I don't want to just do them once and then be perfectly gone. I like to see people.
Yeah, and they like to come back too. They like to refresh their eyebrows, or maybe they feel like they want to wait a little longer too. That's okay. They should be able to wait longer if they want and not feel like their eyebrows are turning really weird.
With these pigments, you have the freedom to update the style gently or redo it in exactly the way that you want, and you won't accumulate weird colors over time either.
Yeah.
And they won't become so saturated that they have to be removed.
The tones that we've developed with these colors are really based off of our original color line, the original SofTap colors, because everybody has really liked those colors, but sometimes we found that artists would say, oh, I always mix like a little bit of mink into this color, or I always mix espresso with this color. And so we've taken those trends of those mixes and we've made them their own colors because they were already really popular mixes.
Let's talk about the usability of these colors. They're very easy to use. They go into the skin smoothly.
Yeah.
They go in easily. You're done faster. And we've added some skin botanicals so that the skin is more soothed during the procedure.
During and after, actually, the skin healing faster is going to help with the retention of the pigment. So it not only helps the skin while you're working to feel less irritated, but it also helps the color heal into the skin more easily, which means that your retention should increase with these new colors and the skin conditioners that are in them. Yeah, we haven't put anything weird in there and we haven't overdone it either. It's just very simple, but effective.
So the nice thing about these colors is you do not have to dilute them, but you can. Say you're using the machine and it's a little bit too thick for your machine because we have like a really nice,
We like
rich,
them thick.
like them thick. So if you need them a little thinner, add a little drop of our dilution solution and that'll thin it right out for you if you need it. But you can use it with the machine, you can use it for microblading, and you can use it for SofTap. So what can you expect from using these colors?
So you can expect a more stable color over a longer period of time.
You won't see any separation in the skin. You should see it stay true to color. It should still have the richness of the color that you put in without shifting too much to either side. When it fades, which of course, as many things in life do, it will eventually just fade away, is how it's been designed.
There's also really natural colors on your skin. So that carbony blue gray that you see sometimes, you're not going to see that with these colors. You can also expect a faster, easier procedure and overall experience for you and your clients to be a wonderful experience for permanent makeup, not something that's going to be, scary or traumatizing. It's always a little nerve-wracking because it's a tattoo on your face, but these colors help minimize that. Keep it nice and gentle and calm.
Yeah, they're not harsh at all. We have 5 new colors for eyebrows. They range from a light ash blonde to a dark brunette.
That's right. We also have 2 eyeliner colors, which can also be used for eyebrows. It's totally fine. It's a brown black as well as a black black. We have found that the brown black Eclipse is great for eyebrows. A lot of our artists around the world have really loved that color, especially for hair strokes for really dark hair people or for darker skin.
Starry Night, our classic black, is used primarily for eyeliner, but it can also be used for hair strokes on Fitzpatrick 5 and 6 skin, and it won't be too harsh. As far as mixing other ingredients, brands, other pigment lines into Iconic, I would suggest not to do that because it might alter the results that you would come to expect from the Iconic line.
They're very specially engineered, so what we expect from the results is based off of what we've seen over time and how we formulated them. So if you mix other pigments into them, that could change that.
We have 4 new colors for lips. These are baby pinks and cool rose colors, which we've never had in our pigment line before.
They're kind of like a nice little tint to the lip, which we do like a natural look anyways. These have a little bit more of a pink tint to them. They look really beautiful on mature skin as well as younger skin. They seem to take really well on young skin, so make sure you have a nice light technique on younger skin. For the more mature skin, you might have to do maybe 2 sessions to get more color in there. You can also see when you wipe it, the color stays the same color as you wipe it across the skin. There's no separation in the color itself as you wipe it on the skin.
You're not going to see the different constituents start to bleed out.
We've had the opportunity to see both right after results as well as healed results, which we find really important. And we've seen that the healed results are just beautiful, so natural looking. We really haven't seen any results that have scared us over time yet, so we're feeling really good about the healed results of pigments. We know that clients and artists are going to love those results as well.
We hope you get a chance to try these amazing pigments. We've come out with a free online class on how to use them, so please go ahead and take that. It's on softaptraining.com, and you can learn what the mixes are, delve into the ingredients a little bit more, and see some more results.
If you've already tried the new pigments, we hope you really like them. We would love feedback from you. You can leave us a comment, an email, a message, however you'd like to let us know about them. We are very open to all of your feedback.
And be sure to like, share, subscribe.
And until next time, happy tapping!